What if your entire work week was slashed to just 3 days? Could the world actually survive and even thrive? At first glance, the idea sounds like a dream come true. Imagine waking up on a Monday knowing you only have to work until Wednesday. 4 whole days of freedom stretching ahead. Time to relax, pursue hobbies, travel, spend time with loved ones, or just rest. The possibility of a better work-life balance, less burnout, and more happiness is incredibly appealing. But as exciting as this sounds, the truth is that such a dramatic shift would ripple through our economy, society, and everyday lives in ways most people haven't fully considered. Let's start by looking at productivity. You might assume that working fewer days means less gets done, but real-world experiments tell a more surprising story. In Iceland, between 2015 and 2019, trials with a 4-day work week involving thousands of workers showed that productivity remained the same or even increased. Workers reported feeling less stressed, more motivated, and more focused during shorter work hours. Companies in New Zealand and Japan have reported similar findings when reducing workdays, showing that less can sometimes be more when rest and focus improve. So could a 3-day work week lead to a productivity revolution? Possibly, but it would depend on how businesses adapt and whether the right support systems are in place. Now imagine the broader economic impact. Businesses would face massive operational challenges. Industries that rely on continuous service, like healthcare, emergency services, retail, and hospitality, would struggle to maintain coverage with fewer working days. Would hospitals be able to staff critical shifts effectively? How would grocery stores handle demand if staff availability shrinks? Companies might need to hire more workers or rely heavily on automation, increasing costs. This could lead to higher prices for consumers or reduced profit margins for businesses. On the flip side, companies might save money on overheads like utilities or office space, and benefit from lower employee turnover and burnout-related absences. The economy could shift to a new rhythm, but the transition might be rocky and uneven across sectors. Schools and education systems would face their own unique challenges. Would students attend school fewer days per week, or would daily hours be extended? Parents would have to adjust childcare and schedules, impacting family life and community services. Social and developmental effects on children are unclear but potentially significant. Could more free time improve family bonding and extracurricular activities, or would the disruption cause issues with routine and learning consistency? The consequences here would be wide-reaching and require careful planning. One of the biggest concerns is wages and income security. If you work fewer days, will you get paid less? For many hourly workers, this is a real risk. Without wage reforms or government interventions, millions could face financial hardship. While some companies might maintain salaries to attract and retain talent, this won't be sustainable everywhere. Jobs that can't be compressed into fewer days, such as frontline workers, nurses, or factory employees, might face pay cuts or job insecurity. This could exacerbate income inequality and cause social unrest if not managed carefully. Mental health is another critical factor. Worldwide, burnout, anxiety, and stress-related illnesses have reached epidemic levels. Could a shorter work week reduce these problems by giving people more time to rest and recover? The evidence points to yes. More free time can improve well-being, lower chronic illness, and boost happiness. But only if the extra days off aren't overshadowed by financial worries or job insecurity. Proper policies and social safety nets would be essential to realize these benefits. Here's the twist. A universal 3-day work week could force society to rethink the very meaning of work and success. Instead of valuing hours logged, businesses might focus more on creativity, innovation, and actual results. Remote work, AI, and flexible schedules might become the norm, making jobs more efficient and personalized. This cultural shift could reduce the grind culture that dominates many industries today, fostering more balanced, fulfilling lives. Imagine a world where people have time to pursue passions, volunteer, learn new skills, or simply enjoy leisure. What if this cultural shift led to stronger communities, lower crime rates, and improved overall happiness? The economy itself might move away from relentless growth and towards sustainability and quality of life. But this vision won't come easily. Some sectors will struggle to adapt, and governments will need to create new policies like universal basic income or wage subsidies to prevent hardship. The transition period could be tumultuous, requiring patience and innovation. So, what do you think? Would a 3-day workweek improve your life or create new challenges? Could your job adapt to this change? Would society be better off or risk new problems? The answers are complicated, but exploring these questions is critical as we imagine the future of work. If this made you rethink everything, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more wild what-if scenarios, and drop your thoughts below. The more you engage, the more videos like this show up in your feed, and trust me, the next ideas will blow your mind.